Welcome back to this lesson, and in this lesson I'll be teaching you targeting and audiences for search ads. It's quite similar to that of display ads. Because you're already familiar with display ads, it should be easy to grab and understand. So under targeting, you'd see, let me show you my screen. Under targeting, you would see locations. You can choose the country of your residence or the country that your audiences are located, rather, or you choose other locations. So the locations you put in here is not the location of your business. It is the location of your targeted audience, okay? If your business is located in Lagos, but your targeted audience is in Portsmouth, then you need to put Portsmouth here. All right, so you put in your location. I'll put in Lagos, Nigeria, but you can type that in, and then you can see city and state. And I explained the difference between both under display ads. If you choose the Lagos city description, it targets people within the core regions of Lagos, the mainland and the island. If you choose state, it targets everyone within the borders, the geographical borders of Lagos. That includes Alagbado, that includes Meron, that includes the outskirts. Okay, so I'll choose the city, and then I'll click on what? Targets. So if you want to add multiple locations, you do same, okay? And then you can click on advanced search as well and use the radius option, just like I explained under the display ads. So the radius option allows you to target specific places, such as streets, such as close, such as specific places. You can target a specific establishment or church, a mosque or office once you know their address. So that's the purpose of the radius targeting. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just click on cancel, and I'll move on to languages. You leave it as English. If you find Chinese automatically added, make sure it is removed, because the language you target here is the language that your customers speak, except your customers are Chinese speaking persons, right? Then you don't need to have Chinese included. The next thing would be your audiences. This is where you select the audience that you want to target. So here I'm targeting people who are interested in digital marketing, business owners specifically. So I'll type in business owners and let Google's search algorithms work for me. So based on affinity audience, what their interests and habits are, I want to look at professionals, right? So business professionals. I also want to scroll down and look at people who are starting the business soon, or people who are interested in growing their business, grow business. I'm just going to put in grow business there. All right, what they are actively researching and planning. So I'm going to target small employers of labor and large employers of labor. All right, and then here I could click on browse. I could click on browse and use Google's topics as well, in market audience to target. But with search ads, the key to getting your ads to work properly is not just your audience, but your search triggers. So you can choose your audience here, and then once you're done, you can then move on. Under audience targeting, right, leave it as observation, because observations allows you to ensure that your audience isn't narrowed and doesn't affect the performance of your campaign. The next thing then is budgets. All right, I put in $5 a day. You can put in more if you want to spend more. And then what are you bidding for? Are you bidding for clicks, or you're bidding for impressions? Of course, you want to bid for clicks. The way search ad works, basically there are 4 spots you are bidding for. You want to ensure that because on Google search engine result page, Google can only show 4 search ads 4 search ads. That's the maximum. So the purpose of your bidding is to ensure that you are amongst the 4 for the keywords you're targeting. All right, so you are bidding for clicks and not impression. So here, set a maximum cost per click bid limit. For your maximum CPC, I remember recommending 0.03, right, for the Google display ads. For bidding for search ads, because search ads are a bit costlier than display ads, I would raise my recommendation for search ads to a maximum of 10 cents per click. This allows to ensure that you are within the top 4, especially if competition for your keywords aren't too high. So 10 cents per click, and then we move on. And then we'll come to show more settings under bidding. You can leave this on the default options there are. In the next lesson, I'm going to talk about ad extensions in search ads and how they can benefit you and increase the performance of your adverts. See you in the next lesson.